Hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets, just coming on here to go ahead and finally do our August week 1 update. It was a lot more different than I thought it was going to be, so I had to make a lot of adjustments, and you'll see that today. And hopefully, if any of you run into this instance, you'll see exactly how I'm taking care of it so it can help others. Thank you to each and every one of you, as we do have some new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, my husband and I are currently on a journey to pay off $69,000 worth of debt in order to get into our first home within the next 5 years. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you don't want to miss any of my content, you can hit that notification bell. That being said, let's go ahead and fill this out. So my husband, he ended up getting paid $667.20. My paycheck came in as $4,138.24. We did not use anything from savings, and on the 28th, I ended up getting the $500 from my dad. So when we add those three values together, we end up with an income total of $5,305 with 44 cents. Rent came in, and this is what actually, nothing got resolved, I'll be honest with you. I looked at our statement today, and it actually didn't apply the prorated amount on it since we're on an auto deduction for our rent. So our rent this month was going to stay at the normal rate, which I wish I would have known. But the main office had given me other information. So our rent came in as $1983.61, which is our normal rent up until now. The Upstart loan came in as its usual $1651.80. Allstate is for $142.50. Barclay, we're going to go ahead and pull the 90 for that because that's the minimum that we were paying for Dell. Capital One, it actually already transferred to Barclay, and I made that $80 payment onto the Barclay. Audible is $14.98. Excel was paid for $289.09. And that Microsoft Office came in for $72.61. Now, I do not want to use these $500, which are for rent, this month, because if the proration is going to go into effect in September, which makes absolutely no sense to me, but if it goes into effect in September, then I want to have that money available to go ahead and pay that different amount. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in as if it was a bill and actually move those. Should I put it in as a bill? It isn't extra debt. So yeah, I'm going to put it in as an extra bill, and I'll just put rent proration, which I'm expecting to be for 9/1. And I'm going to transfer those $500 into savings until it's needed next month so that we do not dip into that money. So let's go ahead and add these up. And I didn't add these 500. And we end up with a total of $4,824.59. Now, when I take that away from our actual income, we are left with a leftover of $480.85. Here's where you'll notice that there's a big difference between what I had budgeted and what is the actual, which means that I needed to make some adjustments here in the variable envelopes. So when I pull that value down, we're going to go ahead and put 200 into food because I ended up taking the 100 that was in the buffer out this past weekend, so I need to repay it, and I need to make sure that we have food for next week. So that is where I'm going to put the extra money. We are not going to have enough to pay anything towards gas, pets, hubby, me, eating out, or miscellaneous. So all we're going to do is fill our food this week. Now, when I take the 200 away from the 480.85, we end up with $280.85. When I pull that over, we'll go ahead and fill our sinking funds. So it's 25 to medical, 15 to vet, household, car maintenance, gifts, 5 to vacation, 3 to car registration and renter's insurance a piece, and then the $4 to round it up to $100. When I take the 100 away from the 280, we're left with $180.85. Now, I know already that I need to take 160 away from here to take care of our 52-week challenges. So I'm going to put the $20 that's in here, and then that's going to leave our total to $160.85. When I pull that down, I went ahead and transferred the $130 into my savings for Christmas. My husband, I did transfer the $30 in for the moving fund. I have not lost any weight this week. Well, I shouldn't say I haven't lost any. I've been teetering between 0.5 of where I need to get for the last week. So I don't know what it's going to take. I'm thinking this is just a plateau, but I need to do something to have that scale go down that full pound so I can pay my money towards my coffee fund. That's going to mean that I'm going to put 85 cents into the buffer, which makes our buffer $160.85. and our leftover as 0. Now, I don't have our total for the buffer ahead of time like I usually do. So we have 63.66 in, let's see, hopefully this one works. So we have 63.66 in our buffer. Today we're going to go ahead and add 85 cents, which gets us to 64.51. Slowly but steady, we're getting there. And then as always, let's go ahead and just check my math to make sure that it is correct. So we are looking at we have an income of 5305.44 minus our bill total, minus our envelope total, minus the 100 to our sinking funds, the 20 to our extra debt, and then the 160.85 into savings. And that, my friend, gets us to that zero-based budget. I will be back tomorrow with our cash stuffing. Just so you know, I'm going to be pulling out those $90 to put into our snowball along with these 20. So we're looking at about 110. We're looking at 110 for this week, which is good. And then sadly, I'm not going to be able to put as much money into my variable expenses. I am thankful that we do have an overage in our gas because I filled up and my husband, I put a little bit of money into his car. So with that overage, we haven't had to go over budget in any way, shape, or form. Thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this. I hope each and every one of you is having an amazing Monday, and I will see you all tomorrow. Remember to stay flexible when you're budgeting because things like this will happen, and it's important to have a plan and, not stress out too much and be able to just roll with the punches. Take care, friends. Bye.